Many international students fill this form incorrectly and then they realize that they are paying higher amount of taxes each week in their paycheck. You don't want to be one of them. Now this form is known as Tax File Number Declaration. No, it's not about applying your TFN. This form is actually completed when you start a new job in Australia. So if you just got a job, you need to complete this form. The purpose of completing this form basically tells your employer that how much taxes they should take out from your salary each week. So if you complete this form correctly, they will be taking the right amount of taxes. But if you complete it wrongly, then you could be paying higher amount of taxes. Obviously, you don't want to be in that situation. So in the next few minutes, we'll show you step by step on how to complete this TFN declaration form. So without wasting any further time, let's jump onto the computer and see how to complete this form correctly, especially if you are an international student. Let's go. So as mentioned earlier, this tax file declaration number has to be completed when you're starting a new job in Australia. So when you're completing this form, make sure you're completing it correctly, as you could be charged unnecessarily higher rate of taxes if you don't complete it correctly. So most likely your employer will give this form to you to complete. You can look through this form and read through all these information and instructions. So that's where the form starts, and this is what you need to complete. The section A is usually completed by you as an employee or the payee, and the section B is usually completed by the payer, which is your employer. So you do not need to complete this section. So here, for completing your tax file declaration number, the first thing will be your tax file number. That will be the 9-digit number, which you would have already received if you have applied for it. And if you haven't got it yet, then you have to choose one of these following options. That I have made an separate application inquiry to the ATO for a new or existing TFN. I am claiming an exemption because I'm under 18 and do not earn enough money to pay taxes, or I'm claiming an exemption because I'm in receipt of pension, benefit, or allowance. Most likely you'll have your TFN here, so you can put those 9 digits over there. If not, then you can select any of these options based on your situation. The next part will be what is your name. So you'll select your title, then you put your family name here, and then you put your first name here, and if you have a middle name, then you can put that here. Now the next part is about your home address in Australia, so you'll have to give your home address. Make sure you put the correct details here. Put your suburb, choose a state or territory you're living in, and then you put the postcode. Now in the question number 4, you have to provide a detail if you have changed your name since you last dealt with ADO. So you'll have to provide your previous family name here. So for example, if you've changed your family name for whatever reason, it could be that you got married or some other issues, then you can put those previous family name here. So you'll put obviously your current surname, family name here. Otherwise, if you haven't changed anything, just leave this place or this space empty. The next one will be your email address. You'll put your email address here. Then your date of birth. And then on what basis you are paid. Are you a full-time employee? Are you a part-time employee? Are you a labor hire? Are you superannuation or annuity income stream, or a casual employment? Now most likely you could be one of these ones, which is full-time, part-time, or casual. So select based on the type of employment you have been paid. As an international student, you have a working limitation, so it could be a part-time or a casual employment. So you can look up on your agreement with your employer whether you are employed on a part-time basis or a casual basis. The next part is very important part, and this is where a lot of people get this question wrong, and then they get taxed on a higher rate. So it says, are you an Australian resident for tax purposes, or are you a foreign resident for tax purposes, or are you a working holiday maker?
Now, if you are an international student studying for more than 6 months, it will take your course to complete for more than 6 months. Then you'll have to select this option, which is Australian resident for taxation purposes. If your course is less than 6 months, then you will be taxed at a higher rate, which is a foreign resident for taxation purposes. But if your course is taking more than 6 months to complete, then you are considered an Australian resident for taxation purposes, which basically means that you will be paying same amount of taxes as local Australians. You won't be paying higher taxes like foreign residents. Foreign residents are taxed at much higher rate compared to Australian residents. So please keep in mind, because this is where you need to complete this form correctly, otherwise you will be taxed at a much higher rate. The next question is also very important, which is, do you want to claim the tax-free threshold from this payer? So what happens is, there is a tax-free threshold of specific amount each year. If you want to claim that tax-free threshold, if it is your first job, then you definitely need to select yes in this case. So it says only claim the tax-free threshold from one payer at a time, unless your total income from all the sources for the financial year will be less than the tax-free threshold. Now, at the time of making this video, the tax-free threshold is $18,200. So let's take an example. I have multiple employers. I work for different companies. In that case, I want to choose the one where I'm getting the most of my money from, or my primary job, you can say, because I want to claim the maximum tax-free threshold from this payer or from the employer where majority of my income is coming from. So if that's the case, if you have multiple jobs, select that one from the person or the employer which is providing you with the highest income. Otherwise, you can select no if this is your second or the third job. You can select yes from all the employers as well, unless your total income from all the sources for the financial year will be less than the tax-free threshold amount. So if you know that your total income will not be going more than $18,200, then you can select yes from all the employers you're working for. So if you just have one job, it's very important you select yes for this question. Then the next question is, do you have a higher education loan program, a VET loan or financial supplement, student startup loan or trade support loan debt? And in this case, if you have it, which is very unlikely as an international student, in this case you'll select no, and then you will do a signatures here. So you must sign it over here, then put the date when you're signing it as well. Make sure you complete this form and hand it over to your human resource department or finance department of your employer. And that's how you complete your tax file number declaration for your new employment.
Hope you find this information useful. If you think it was useful, then make sure to share it with your other friends as well, who are planning to come here to Australia for their studies and planning to work in Australia as well. And thanks for watching. See you in the next one.